Hey, welcome to the Mega64 podcast. A great thing to watch on any device, but wouldn't it be amazing if you could see us deviceless? That's right.
What?
Wouldn't it be amazing if you could see us live in your city? You can, because this week we are embarking on our farewell tour, West Coast edition. If you're on the West Coast, we're hitting San Francisco, Sacramento, Portland,
Seattle, Vancouver,
exactly.
Salt Lake City, Denver, Colorado, Phoenix, Arizona, Los Angeles, California.
You name it, we're hitting that city. Go get your tickets, mega64.com/tour, a show full of songs, sketches, cyber attacks, because there's a lot of hacking involved, and sorcery.
And
I don't know, a lot of improv, so we haven't even thought of it yet.
So clearly we're good at
you're
that.
gonna love our show. People are always asking, what is the show? It's like a better Cirque du Soleil. Mm-hmm. All right, go get your tickets, mega64.com/tour. Some shows are selling out, so go fast. Okay, we have been excited about this podcast tonight because we have it's going to be Halloween when this goes up.
Oh, so, is it? This is how I normally dress.
Yeah, that's all my clothes.
I know. I usually try to steal your clothes and be Rocco.
Thanks. My costume is, check it out. No, cut close up on me. Can I get a 2? I am the ghost of a dead hotel. Check it out. I'm from they closed the Star Wars hotel.
Back on me. Do you want the new iPhone?
Okay.
Or, and this hand is a new iPhone, and this hand is Twinkie socks.
What?
Which ones will you choose?
Oh, please.
Or I have this exclusive tiki mug from
Shut up.
Galaxy's Edge on my foot. You could choose that. That's also
I
an
was
option
making a
for
super
you.
mega joke there.
I don't know what that means. I don't get that at all.
Okay. Okay. Listen, we have had a special guest lined up. We are so excited to do this. Are we ready?
Ready.
Okay, let's go.
Come on.
Bring on the special guest.
Yeah, we did it. Special guest is here. Hey, and reason for the season, have the here's you, Sean, as Morbius on Hallmark. So
thank you.
Happy Halloween, guys. Thank you so much for having me. I've been so excited. It was weird that you were. It was weird that you were hyping me up so much for a week. Okay. But here I am. Hey, Deadpool in the flesh.
Johnny, are we?
Okay.
That's
Deadpool in the flesh.
Okay.
This
is so awkward. Eric, you're not the special guest.
What are you talking about?
Eric is not the special guest. Can the actual Eric? We don't know why you're here. Can the actual guest?
No, man, this is rough.
That was so embarrassing.
Well, because we did a whole thing because
Guys, I do get the bit, and like don't get me wrong, it's a funny joke, but I came here from Ireland. And I wore my expensive Deadpool.
Right.
Yeah.
I know.
I just feel like I look like a fucking idiot now.
Well,
and I came all the way from Brian's house, and I am wearing my Deadpool costume.
Yeah. Right, but you understand is he flew overseas and we planned this a long time in advance.
I had to be on a plane.
No, I came to the studio and I was happy to see you here. I was like, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. And then
but I genuinely feel like it is a bit disrespectful.
No.
Yes.
Well, it's just something that was in the works for a long time.
No, it's classic. Hey, honestly, classic Deadpool multiverse, right, guys?
Okay.
I think you has a point.
And that's when we go to the theme song.
No, I really
would. Do?
Honestly, it's a lot of commitment to shave your head for the bit, Sean. I think that's awesome.
It was worth it.
I think that's really cool.
This has been months in the making. I decided, you know what? I'm going to shave my head in
get him ready for
April. And then, but time October rolls around.
It's the commitment that Rocco could never do.
That's what it is. And honestly, I didn't realize the maintaining of this shaving the head because apparently hair grows back.
It just keeps going.
So you have to keep shaving it. And it was a big pain, but I did it. And now I'll grow my hair super long after this. finally, because the moment is come and passed.
So next year you'll be Keanu.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was Keanu one year and no one knew who I was.
You were Keanu 1 year.
I just dressed like him, acted like him. No one. Crickets.
What were you doing to act like Keanu?
I just looked like him. Like,
Yeah, he just
I looked like him and acted
He
like
had
him.
the
How did you
vibe.
act
was
like
it.
him? I looked like him.
I was being
Yeah.
like kind of like moody but nice.
I was like him. I
carried a
acted
bass
like him.
around.
I sat in a hotel lobby and I was like, choice. The problem is choice.
Is
I'd
that what
say
you?
you were programmed from the machine world. And
That
no
isn't
one-
that.
Is that what?
it's
Is
like
that what
he's here.
Keanu says?
I
Well,
think I
I'm
get
glad
why
you
no
feel
one
that
got
way.
what you
Yeah,
were.
you were
'Cause
there.
that's the
Yeah, you were
worst.
sitting in a hotel lobby going, choice.
Yeah, your costume sucks. It must have been bad.
Oh,
Sorry.
man. Super Eyepatch Wolf is here and is
Yeah.
very buff.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, thank
Wow.
you.
That's great.
Thank you.
We just
Yeah.
threw, this is just the t-shirt.
Yeah.
We threw that on. And it was like, okay, well. So yeah, let's introduce ourselves. We get to do a little intro here. I'm Rocco. Yeah. I did that merchant video. What are you buying?
What the fuck?
Let's introduce them. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even think about that.
Oh God.
Sean, do an intro for him.
Yeah,
For me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Introduce myself?
I want to make sure everyone knows who everyone is.
I'm Sean, and I'm great at improv.
All
right,
I
good.
can't wait to see
Okay.
you on tour, dude.
Being
Yeah.
on the spot.
Yeah, he's really great on the spot.
Really, real big yes and energy.
I really some people call me an alpha. I think I'm beyond that.
And what would that be if you're beyond an alpha?
Oh, man.
The term
I
would
think it's
be
beta. I think it goes
Yeah,
back
yeah, yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah,
a real
yeah,
beta.
yeah. I think
Is it not a Sigma
It goes
male? Is
that
that
way.
not what it
no,
is?
no,
I
no,
think it
no,
is.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
no, no,
Yeah, I
no,
know
no.
he added
It's
beta.
definitely a beta.
Pretty
All right,
sure.
so beta,
So this tour coming up, come see Beta Sean.
beta male Sean Chatfield.
Beta Sean and Keanu
But-
Reeves.
I'm like a beta max. I'm
Yeah,
like the max.
he's beta,
You are,
yeah,
you're-
beta,
yeah, you
beta
are the
max.
max. I'll agree with you there. You are
Yeah.
the maximum beta.
So then beta max.
Yeah.
is
That's
my-
enough of his intro.
Yeah,
cut.
fuck.
All right, and then Eric. We
Yeah.
got Eric.
No, do his own intro.
Yeah, do your own.
Okay.
intro.
All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here tonight. My name is Eric Baudour. I work at a company called Rooster Teeth. You can watch Face Jam, Fuckface,
Nice.
and many different podcasts and many different videos over at roosterteeth.com, fuckfacepod.com, and facejampod.com. You can check all of our stuff out there. But that's enough from me. Let's introduce our other special guest. That's how you fucking do it, you dunce.
I'm pretty sure I sounded almost exactly like
Yeah,
you
that's
did.
how you do. Yeah, that's how you do it. You intro all your shows that demonetized our podcast. I'm in a show called Fuckface. Fuckface Unstoppable.
We bleep it. Johnny will bleep it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure we had the same energy, same cadence.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a beta.
That's not what
I'm a
I
beta.
sounded like. That's not what I sounded like.
All right, next guest. Intro.
Okay. My name is John Walsh. Through a series of increasingly poor decisions, I became known as Super Eyepatch Wolf online, and now I'm here.
And let's talk about why you're here. Let's just get into it because
Your name is John Walsh?
Yeah, that's why I didn't make that the name of my channel. So then I was like, I need to pick something really cool, like Super Eyepatch Wolf. Everyone's going to think that's cool. And what I subjected myself to was about 9 years of people being like, so are you a furry? Is that what's going on here? And then I have to be like, no, but like, it's cool if people are, but I'm not. I'm glad we got to this straight away.
Yeah,
Right away.
we're just cutting through everything.
Yep.
But let's.
Somebody in the chat said Super John Walsh.
That's much better.
That's cool.
He's taking down all of America's Most Wanted.
Yeah.
So okay, there's like those, those like really weird like profiles that just pick a bunch of things online.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a
yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of them that have merged me and John Walsh from America's Most Wanted.
Oh.
And so you can
That's
buy
cool.
guns from johnwalsh.com.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yep.
So somebody's probably asking that like every day, huh? The old John Walsh, America's Most Wanted. Do you hear that like every day or never?
Actually, never.
Oh, really?
You don't live in America, right?
I think
That's
the people who watch video essays are too young to get the jokes.
Oh, okay,
It just
Definitely,
gets
I
lost.
absolutely agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I still get Rocco's Modern Life every day.
That-
It's been about 30 years of that, and people still act like it's the first time. Like, hey, I just saw a cartoon. I got something to tell you. And it's like Rocco's Modern Life. And they're like, what? How did you know? But anyway, okay, let's just get to the reason we're all here. Let's do, can I get a close up? Let's just say it. What are you doing?
I just wanted to be in it
You
for a
want to
second.
be in your shot.
Trying to get serious for 2 seconds.
Sorry.
We were all cut out of the Mr. Beast video.
Oh,
Um,
wow. And you were there for all the filming and everything
Yeah.
too? Wow.
We were all in
Dude.
the video $1 to 1 million, $100 million house.
Yeah.
Where they go to houses of every tier. I was
Oh, I go to a $1 house.
I was the I was
Yes.
I was the $10,000 condo.
Uh-huh.
And I had a whole thing. I had a whole bit where I had the replica of Whistler's mother, but it's the one from the Mr. Bean movie. So the face is erased.
Yeah,
and has like
yeah.
a funny drawing there.
Uh-huh.
And I had this whole bit. It was really funny. Where I was like, I'm trying to think of how to say this joke
This sounds
perfectly.
great.
But it was like, hey, Mr. Beast, me, Mr. Bean, and they didn't even record it.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to wait till the cameras are rolling when you tell your jokes.
Yeah, well, they're on their fucking phone. Sorry, they're on their phone the whole time, and nothing got recorded. That was 3-4 years ago, and I am so mad, and I just got mad. We're all mad, so we're here in solidarity. Kind of.
Mr. Beast is weird because like he actually has like a London accent when he's not on camera, and I was in like the Piss Baby challenge.
Oh,
Yeah.
You were in a what?
This on the show we were all just on.
Oh.
And,
Yeah.
I got real early on. I lost one of the early games, and so they put me in like the Piss Baby mansion.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he comes
It's
on.
the
He's
worst
like,
mansion.
"All right, lads, is everyone ready to piss?"
Yeah, why
it was
is he-
so
he's like-
weird.
He's like
Yeah.
kind of Cockney. It's like fucked up.
It's so strange.
It's gross. And it's just like,
Yeah.
why are you
And, like,
putting
they-
on this whole thing?
Yeah, they tell you when you meet him, don't bring up the fact that he has a London
Yeah.
accent.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Yeah.
Oi, Mr. Beast. Yeah.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. So anyway, thank you for joining us. In all seriousness, we're happy that you're here. Super Eyepatch Wolf is the name of the channel. And what would you how would you pitch your channel? How would you intro someone asks you for like the gist? What would you say?
An emotionally unhealthy person talks about anime and wrestling.
Yeah.
Okay.
From what I've seen, that's pretty right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what it is. I know why you're all there.
Yeah. So you're doing these like extended length kind of I always feel weird saying video essays because I feel like I don't know, I always hate labeling. It's like it's you talking about something, a subject you're passionate about. You know what I mean? I always feel weird putting that in like, oh, you're this genre. I don't know.
I kind of get it because like it's the same reason I don't like the phrase like analysis, like media analysis, because it's like, I don't know, I'm just fucking talking about this thing I think is cool. You guys like Roman Reigns? Like that's that's it.
It puts an unnecessary pressure on you, like, analyst. I'm like, I watched a lot of The Simpsons. I'm just talking about
that
it.
is it.
Yeah. Which I saw. Is that your most recent one about The Simpsons?
Simpsons
you
is
saw
good again.
Yeah, you watched the most. You were the one person that watched all the latest Simpsons episodes, and you're kind of comparing them to previous seasons, stuff like that.
Yeah,
that was
and
really good.
there's like some genuinely good shit in there. There's also like some like really bad stuff as well. I watched the first two episodes of season 35, and
Jesus
the first one
Christ.
was like the first one was one of the fucking worst episodes of The Simpsons I've ever seen. And
Okay,
I was like,
I'm
I got
wondering
it wrong.
There was one episode in your video, you described one of the bad episodes. I don't know if it was this one. I thought it was in a previous year. Because don't people say pretty unanimously the worst season of The Simpsons is like 29 or 30?
Yeah,
is that
and
what it was?
they're like the lowest rated on IMDb.
Yes.
And I
Oh.
watched both of them because I wanted like context.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. There was one episode. Now you said, Sean, your kids are still watching through all of
Sawyer
them.
in particular has watched every episode and including these seasons. And
Yeah.
so like, I was excited to show her the first 9 seasons and I would watch them with her until finally I'm like, all right, well, I'm done watching these with you. And she kept going. And so,
Right.
I could, every now and then I would hear a joke that would make me laugh. like it would get me, but for the most part, it's like I can't even follow a plot.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing here. Like what is happening?
Gus is doing the same thing. I don't think he's making a video essay about it, but he's been rewatching all the episodes of The Simpsons, and then he'll give us an update. He's like, season 26. And we're just like, there's a season 26?
Oh my God. Yeah.
My question is beyond everyone is just ripping off your stuff and putting it on YouTube, or I'm sorry, on TikTok, just so you're aware. It's been really cool.
Yeah. No, I have seen that. I remember like, it's kind of horrible because like I go on TikTok because I'm not there and I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll scroll and it'll be like the Simpsons season. I'll be like, fuck it. I'll just want to turn it off.
Yeah. It's a lot of that. So I've seen a lot of your stuff just people going like, I'll upload that myself.
Yeah.
Why does Marge...
Thanks to everyone who do that, by the way. It's so weird.
Appreciate that.
Why does Marge sound like that?
Dude.
I have a lot of sympathy for her. I think the poor woman has just been doing that voice for 30 years.
Yeah, she's
and it's
70
just
something,
destroyed.
right?
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
she's
really?
Yeah.
You know,
I didn't know that.
Back in the old days, when she would also play her mom,
Oh, yeah.
she just sounds like her mom
yes.
in the early seasons.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But what I was going to say was you described one of the episodes in season 29 and 30, and I had to like pause. It's rare I will crack up at a video and pause because I'm laughing so hard. You described an episode, and it was the most miserable fucking premise I've ever heard, that I was like, wow, I don't even need to watch this episode. I'm like, I feel worse for her.
Was that the one where Bart becomes like a preacher?
No,
What?
it was about, so I'll just describe it kind of how you did.
Sorry, where Bart becomes a preacher again.
Not as far as I know. Okay.
Well, right, that one.
That's what I was blowing my mind is you described the formula of these Simpsons episodes, like, why am I not remembering a lot of this stuff? And then you were talking about, well, it's because now they're just chaining so many gags together. Like, rather than put together this really, this great arc and like, having this full complete episode, it's just gag to gag to gag to gag. It's like, a bear comes through the kitchen, but then a guy trains the bear to be in the circus, and then Bart joins the circus, and then the circus burns down, so then he becomes an astronaut. It's like, oh man, I'm not retaining any of this.
Do you ever hear like a child try and tell you a story?
Yeah.
Yes.
The main character keeps changing and it's not about anything. That's what loads of those episodes are.
You're
Yeah.
absolutely right.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
But you described one in particular, and it was, they go through old home movies in their attic, and we see a tape of Marge where she talks about wanting to be, you find out her whole life she's wanted to be a reality TV star.
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Her whole life.
She's wanted to be a reality TV star. So they, it's like, let's make your dream come true. And they audition and get on a show, fly to an island, and get eliminated immediately in a reality show. And Homer and Marge are stuck on the island the rest of the month that they were supposed to film, or week or whatever, that they were supposed to film the show. They're stuck there with nothing to do. So then Marge starts like cheating on Homer and starts like acting. It sounded like the most miserable fucking episode.
And
you're showing screenshots, and I'm just like, this is not funny. Any of this.
It really, like, it just, I watched that episode and I was just like sad.
It
was
was
just like, this is not
the most awful spirited thing I'd ever seen.
Yeah.
Really
like,
makes the
I really
Arman
watched it and I was like,
Tanzan stuff seem very
And that
small.
was like the one that everyone says that's the episode that once that happened.
the episodes I have seen, you will weep for Arman Tanzan.
Oh man.
Yeah. You know what sucks is like, I feel like the people writing it just can't give half a shit. They just don't care. But like, it's a show that if I were able to write an episode for it, I would have put my whole heart into it. Because like, I used to love this show.
Yeah.
So from what I understand about the production, and it's kind of, this is kind of coming from the article, The Simpsons is Good Again, which I just stole. And I'm not, I'm not sorry at all.
right.
Like, at all. I'll fucking do it again. And basically, the way it used to work before, it was like very much episode by committee, that kind of way. But the way it works in season 33 and 34 is that they kind of give one person an episode. It's like, this episode is your baby.
Yeah.
Don't fuck it up. And it actually resulted in some really like genuinely touching episodes.
Well, I feel like that puts the pressure on a person again.
Yeah.
Like before,
Yeah.
it's just like, well, we all wrote it. We all kind of thought this was the way.
Yeah.
But if it's like, the monorail episode is written by Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like,
That's his thing.
That's
yeah.
his episode. Like there's other writers as well, but he helmed it.
I thought that they did a episode for the Treehouse thing where they did kind of like a Westworld thing?
I actually have a huge bit on that episode.
Really?
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's
Yeah.
actually like it's fucking.
It seems
weird
really
and
cool.
It
Like,
was
what an interesting concept.
It was awesome. Like I did this. I had to like gimmick in the video where like I rate every episode on a scale of 1 to 10. I gave that episode a 10 because it was genuinely like one of the best Treehouse of Horrors I've ever seen.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
And didn't you kind of say it was sort of like reflecting on the fan base and the
So the whole thing is like Homer realizes that he's a robot in this world, in this like Westworld thing that is the Simpsons.
Yeah.
So he's walking down the street and like over there is like Hank Scorpio, and over there is like
Oh.
him and another Homer robot doing the Beatles thing on top of Moe's and a flaming Moe and like
Whoa.
all these
Yeah.
references, and he's realizing I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And I was like, am I just imagining this? Like, am I putting,
Yeah.
because like, as someone who does like video essay shit, you do that. You're sometimes like, oh,
Yeah.
I think there's some meaning here. And like, maybe there won't be. But then right at the end, they're driving past a statue of like Matt Groening holding Bart's hand, like kind of
Like Walt Disney style.
And they rip off Matt Groening. So it's just Bart there by himself.
Oh my god. Wow.
And
Jeez.
it's really like, it's really cool.
Whoa. That's cool.
That is cool.
That's,
You know,
that's a
if
great
people
episode.
actually just want to stop watching this podcast and go,
No!
watch my video.
No.
Oh my. Viewership is crashing, guys.
I saw. I don't know if you saw it too, or I don't know how much you look at your own like feedback, or if
Not
some,
at all,
So
ever.
yeah, some people are like, no, never reading comments, no whatever, and then other people are just like, oh yeah, I read it all. Okay. But as soon as you dropped that, I saw a tweet that was actually like totally critical of that, where they posted that clip, like you talking about that episode, and they were like, I forget exactly how they worded it, but they were like, this is what Evangelion has done to pop culture. It's ruined it because now we always think the creator is talking about us when they're really not, or something like that. And I was just like, what is it? I think it's worse that you're thinking about Evangelion anytime somebody is reviewing something. Like, I don't know. I don't know if you saw that, because
I did
it
not,
got a
no.
lot of retweets, and I'm just like, I think a lot of people felt the same way. I was like, what do you anyway? So I'm sorry to bring that to your attention now.
Oh,
It's
it's
you're
okay.
avoiding
I'm
feedback.
kind of like, if you make video essays for long enough, you
Yeah,
get very
yeah.
numb to people being like, what a horrible opinion.
Yeah.
But
Of
like, I
course,
mean,
of
like, I
course.
kind of get it as well, because like even writing that bit, I was like, is this definitely like legit? Like, am I actually seeing this? But after watching enough, I was like, yeah, no, I think this is legit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
super interesting.
That's crazy. Chandler
Yeah.
died.
I
What?
know.
So
What are you
Yeah,
talking about?
Matthew Perry, he died, Rocco.
yeah.
What's that have to do with The Simpsons?
Well, I think he was in the episode.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm sure he was in something.
He,
right?
honestly, there's no way he wasn't in an episode.
I mean, if
Yeah,
not,
for
then he was
sure,
definitely
right?
referenced in something. I mean, Friends had to be referenced in The Simpsons at some point.
Wouldn't it be funny though if like we bring this up and then people scan through it all and it's like, no, they never brought up Friends.
I know Lisa Kudrow was in like early on. She was like a voice.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, she was a new girl that like I forget, but she was like an actual character. It wasn't herself. She was like playing someone in that episode, like a new girl at school or something like that. I think
Yeah,
Lisa's friend.
yeah, something like that.
sounds like you're
I
making
barely
that up.
remember that.
I'm not. Oh no,
Is that the one where the girl gets better grades? She's like, better Lisa, and then Lisa gets mad?
that is a great episode, but I don't think that's the one.
Do you know there's like 8 of those episodes now where
That's
Lisa meets a superior Lisa.
Wow.
Superior Lisa.
Oh man. Well, no, you also did another video I really liked was you did a thing about like all the influencers having their like courses on like how to there are influencers out there offering courses on like how to be as big as me, kind of thing.
Oh,
Stuff like that. We've held a couple of those.
yeah,
too.
so many of those.
Used to, at our game days event, we would tell people like,
These are big ticket
well,
items,
There
man.
was
How to
one
be-
time
a
I
lot of
went.
money.
I went to a high school to give a speech, and I thought they would care about what I was going to say. And
Oh,
then
Sean, you fool.
They did not at all. And I felt like that person, like, if you want to make YouTube videos like I do, you could do this. And I felt like it's bombing. We're bombing here, and it was just it was the worst. I left the high school being like, well, I'm never coming back, and my phone surprisingly has not rung.
Yeah. A bunch of 16-year-olds didn't want to hear it? Or
They're
what?
just on their phones being like, why the fuck is this guy here? And I was like, I don't know why I'm here either.
That's
I'm
really
sorry.
kind of surprising because so many teenagers do like want to be an influencer now.
yeah, they want to be on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're at school, you don't want to hear anything that anyone's telling you at school.
That's fair. Yeah.
I did a class. It was Frank was helping with a film class.
Yeah.
And that was like teens or whatever. And I just told them like general best practice stuff. I didn't have it in terms of like how to get popular. I figured that was useless for exactly the reasons that you said. It's like anybody who gets big on YouTube or whatever can tell you how they did it. And it's something that will work great the year that they did it. Like, like here's Ninja. Oh yeah, how do I get big like Ninja? Just be the first to stream Fortnite.
Yeah, it's real simple.
Go back in time.
Yeah.
Like that aspect of it is useless. But so I just stuck to like, pick a username that is easy to remember. Like simple shit.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of people start. I've been guilty of this. Is I started accounts with just like, oh yeah, YouTube, Rocco B64. I'll just make my own YouTube account. And put our Resident Evil video on there, and then it blew up. And it's like, I guess that's our channel now. I wish I would have just called it Mega64. Whatever. We've fixed that since, but just stuff like that. General practice.
It's a weird thing to communicate to people, but ultimately, like what we do, unless you're actually having a good time doing it, like unless you really enjoy video editing and writing and just whatever the hell else, like whatever people think this is, it's like a way lamer version of that. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so much like kind of weird shit that goes into making those videos that no one ever sees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But anyway, I really liked that video going into just kind of like some of the ludicrous things being sold to people in that regard.
I remember there was one, and it was like the hard cut challenge or something like that. And it was this guy, and the whole tutorial was how to take other people's videos, chop them up into highlights, and then post them and monetize them.
Hell yeah.
And it was incredible. I nearly admired like the complete lack of like, is this wrong?
Yeah, it's
just
like
no,
so craven.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so cool. Now you just do that. It's just TikTok.
I guess so, yeah.
I watch so much Sopranos on TikTok. It's awesome.
Do you really?
Oh my God. My algorithm figured out that I wanted to watch Sopranos clips, and I'm like, season 1, remember this? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Jimmy Altieri? Oh, he's a fucking rat. Like, oh, it's great. It's the best.
Did we ever solve, was he a rat? Did we get to the bottom of that? Wasn't that was still left a little like.
What was that, Jimmy? He came back. He was wearing a wire. Like, he got arrested.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? He got arrested, and then same day turned around, came to Tony, went in the basement, and was talking to him about like, yeah, I got out. So all this old stuff, where's that at? You want to give me details?
That was the guy in the first season, right?
Yeah, that was season 1. Because they whack him. Chris takes him to the 2 Russian girls or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. But then Silvio fucking shoots him in the back of the head.
I thought they kept it kind of vague though, if he really was.
No,
I don't remember it being vague at all.
I think he was.
Yeah, because then the guy trips over his body and has a rat shoved in his mouth.
That was wild.
I think some of those scenes were like, like the boat scene at the end of season 2, they are so like low key spooky. Especially when like every character knows what's going to happen, like every one of them, but no one said it yet. And it's
yeah. Speaking of spooky, one thing I love about The Sopranos too is there is always this, and it's so funny because it's you've never seen a show more grounded in reality. Like that show will never like, oh, can't wait for this to pay off. It won't. Like it's like, it plays like reality. Yeah. You don't see this guy again. You don't, whatever. So it's great for that. And then at the same time, there is this unspoken supernatural side to that show.
Much.
Every now and then they touch back on it where it'll be like this one guy. I don't want to spoil it for a lot of people, but a guy dies and then it's like every episode, this cat keeps looking at this guy's picture.
Yeah.
What is that?
I love that.
What the this cat keeps looking at, or they do a little like a guy goes to a seance thing, like, oh, this is gonna be bullshit. But then like they do it and they tell him something that no one would know.
Isn't it the guy is like, there's a lot of dead people.
Yeah, and they're all laughing at you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
All I was gonna say with that is I do think that was great that they added that when they did that movie a couple years ago, The Saints of Newark. I loved that they brought that aspect back into it, where it's, the camera's going by gravestones and all of a sudden you start hearing, all right, let me tell you about this guy. Before this guy strangled me, here's what happened. I just loved that it was like, that was not forgotten. It's like, there was always subtly a ghost part of the story, but we just don't talk about it that much.
It's awesome. God, that show's so good.
Anyway.
Do a video essay on The Sopranos. What are you doing?
Yeah. What's going on?
Oh, it's like so it's been on like my list for ages.
Bump it up to the top.
It's also one of those things where it's like, Is there anything like more to say about
Yeah.
that
No,
show?
but
You
I'm
know?
going to keep talking about it.
You watched on TikTok.
You can't get enough of watching. You know what I did last night? Brian, we got done with this concert. Brian's like, yo, check this out. Got this TV thing. We just put it on. There's a channel that is just playing The Sopranos
Yeah.
on loop all the time. And you put it on and it just is an episode. And it was the Jimmy Altieri episode with him getting the
okay.
fucking,
That's so
getting
cool.
capped and everything. And I went, this is fucking great.
This
This is so good.
Is it a channel on television?
No.
He has like an
It's search thing?
IPTV
Yeah,
thing, right?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
he told me the other day there was a Lost channel.
Yes,
too.
there's a so we watched that too, and it was like,
Oh my god.
and it was season 1, and it's Sawyer going to like the shrimp truck or whatever,
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
like, I just went, this is awesome. We watched an episode of 30 Rock that was just on. It's the new, to me, that is like the channel surfing that I want because it's a little more focused.
Yes.
But also, boy, what episode of The Sopranos is
Yeah,
about to be?
because
Because it
that's
also
the thing.
takes away like the Netflix paralysis
Yes,
thing.
Yeah,
where it's
exactly.
like you don't have to make that big a decision.
No. You just, you
Interesting.
put something on, you go, I wonder what episode this is. And you watch it and you go, I don't want to watch this one. I go to something else.
Yeah,
Fucking
but,
awesome.
But speaking of like The Simpsons, like that was sick back in the day when you watched Simpsons on television.
Oh, yeah.
On a Saturday, like a Wednesday afternoon. Whatever episode they air is what you watch. But I know I want to watch The Simpsons. Don't make me choose the episode.
Yep.
I don't want to choose that.
too
You
big a
choose
question.
for me.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
No
I like
ads or
this.
anything. It's really neat.
What?
Yeah, if you gotta talk to Brian about it.
Okay. I'll do that.
Well, okay. Well, that's
Because
good
I've
to know.
decided,
I'll talk to Brian about
I've decided that's going to happen.
Well, so anyway, yeah. So, okay, Sopranos has been on the back burner. Is there anything else? Anything you can reveal about maybe you got something new cooking or something like that? Let's give a world
So,
exclusive.
I did
make sure every camera's recording this world exclusive. Here
Okay,
we go.
I'm gonna give the
New
cameras-
Super Eyepatch Wolf
I'm
video
gonna give the
dropping.
cameras a second just to kind of really.
Yep. All right,
right,
Kevin, hit
Kevin,
record on
what-
all
what-
of them.
what
Kevin,
are you gonna
get him
tackle
tighter.
next?
Oh, he's hitting buttons back there.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay.
Now
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking.
we're-
Maybe even a little tighter.
Yeah.
That's tight as we
That's
get.
best.
Okay,
you can
that's
go.
it.
You
That's
definitely-
good.
you definitely
Okay,
do that.
at some point, I want to do an hour-long analysis of the film Jingle All the Way.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Whoa.
Controversial.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if
I
I agree with
I'll
that.
have- I
What's
got-
controversial, Sean?
I got my own essay coming out. Response to that one. Response to that. That was one I saw when I was younger, and I loved the concept of it because
Yeah,
I was,
that's a Rocco concept.
I was definitely a Power Rangers kid, and it was like you'd have to just kill to get the toys for that. So then a movie coming out that was essentially that experience. I went through that with there was something else too. Maybe it's just Power Rangers. I don't know. But so that movie concept was great. But I remember finally seeing it, and I was into it. But then once they were like at that parade and dressed up like Turbo Man and flying around and fighting each other, I remember going like
the only
even as
thing
a
I
young
remember.
person,
Me
I
too,
was
yeah.
like, yeah, man,
That is actually
I'm checking out here.
That is the point where that film stops being fun. And it's so weird. But it is like, but
Bizarre.
up to that, it's like, I love it because
Yeah.
it's just this weird thing of like, Arnold Schwarzenegger is this ridiculously buff just man that's
Yes.
been
Yeah.
placed in, and there's no explanation. They never address the, like, other than the guy being like, let's see a bench press your way out of this one. Like,
Yeah,
there's no like explanation. And
Yeah,
it's so good.
and the ongoing bit that you don't, at least I didn't recognize it at all as a kid, that Phil Hartman is constantly around his wife. That it just this ongoing thing of like, is Phil Hartman moving in on his wife? Like oh, don't worry, I'll be with it. Oh yeah, go look for it. I'll be right here. I'll be like, as a kid, that was like, okay, whatever. And now it's just super funny now growing up. Just
One
Phil
bit in
Hartman
that
continuing
just
to
like
move it.
makes me crack up every time is when Phil Hartman goes like, Balthazar. It's like the wise man's head gets kicked through his window.
Stupid.
Can I tell
man.
you guys about a weird thing that happened last weekend?
Oh,
And
hell yeah.
Is it-
It's one of the most insane interactions I've ever had.
Is it Phil Hartman related? Or?
Unfortunately
He's
not.
back.
He's still
Okay.
dead, I can
Okay.
report.
Oh.
But so my mom does like a painting class, and her
Yeah.
class was doing a gallery. And so I wanted to just like drop by and support or whatever. And I got talking to this old guy, and he asked what I do. And usually I'll just be like, I edit videos or something like that.
Yeah.
I used to say I make videos for the internet, but then I thought it started sounding like I did porn.
Yeah.
Anytime we've had, not to interrupt, but anytime that we like when we moved here, we moved to our old studio, anytime we say that, it's just like, that's what you do.
Like the landlord's always like, what kind of videos?
Yeah, so it's like,
Stupid.
got to just stop saying that.
But,
I'm with you on that.
So like, and immediately like, so I just go, oh, I'm a YouTuber. I like make like YouTube videos. And then he was, this guy could see his like face get really super curious, like more than normal. And then he goes, lot of a lot of money in them energy drinks. And I was like, oh, and like this is an older man, like I'd say 60 years old. And then he was like, and then I was like, oh, do you mean like Logan Paul? He's like, yeah. You know, I have an idea for a drink.
Oh.
And he reaches into like his jacket
What the fuck is going on?
and pulls out an iPad. And he opens the iPad and he shows me this like really like graphically designed concept for a can.
Oh my God.
And the can is made of stained glass.
What?
And it's called, just in big text, holy water.
What the fuck?
He had this locked and loaded.
Oh,
waiting
he's
for it.
ready.
And so I kind of look at him and he just goes, it's disruptive. and so I'm looking at him and I'm like, oh, okay. And then he goes, so first question, would you buy this? And I go, I'm going to be honest, I probably wouldn't. And then he just goes, why not? And I go,
You disrupted him.
because I don't need holy water. And he looks at me like I'm the biggest fucking idiot in the world and just goes, it's not holy water. And I felt like I was insane. I was like, but it says holy water on the can. And he just goes, it's disruptive.
I like
That's
that.
I already told you.
He's selling you on an idea and then asking if you would buy it, and you're going, no. And he's going, the fuck are you talking
Wrong.
about? Yeah, absolutely. Oh, a thing you're never going to make? Yeah, I won't buy that.
I also commend you for saying no because
Sean would have said yes in a heartbeat.
it would in a second because that's what a Betamax does. Because I'm just thinking like I just need to get this guy has his iPad in his jacket at all times ready to show this stupid fucking idea.
Yeah.
I gotta get out of this. I'll buy that idea. Let me.
I would have done the same thing.
I'm buying that.
It's no better or worse than like Liquid Death.
Yeah.
I think he referenced Liquid
Oh,
Death.
of course he
okay.
did.
Yeah.
He saw Liquid Death and he went, I have the opposite.
Yep.
Great. Cool, man. Are we making holy water now or what?
yeah.
Wait, so was the
So that's
was
why I
the
want to
can
advertise
actual
my new
stain-
drink.
Was it actual stained glass or painted to
It
look
was like
like
painted.
it? Like okay,
but like
okay.
it was
the
like
artwork.
he had gone to a graphic designer and had this done because it actually looked
yeah.
like professionally done.
Okay.
And like that, he ended it with like, "Would you be interested in sponsoring or taking this as sponsorship?"
Oh.
And I was like, "No." But and he was like real like, "You're a loss." And then my mom came over. I watched the exact interaction
Oh
play
my
out
God.
Oh,
Okay.
This is rough.
Okay, here's my idea.
Okay.
again. Okay.
Let's make this product and sell it and blow this guy's fucking mind. He's gonna let's make this energy drink just to ruin one person's day.
Oh my God.
I think it would ruin his life. If you showed up there again and you were drinking holy water and he's like, what is that? And you're like, this is my new drink.
No,
And
I'd
then
just be like, "It's disruptive."
it's disruptive.
No, the can says that. The can has to say it's
It's
disruptive.
holy water. It's disruptive.
Oh man.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah, that's why you
So,
can't-
anyways, I'm gonna make that
that's why you can't tell people your ideas because Sean will make it.
because I'll do it just to fuck with you. Where was this at? Where?
This was like in Dublin. This was just at like
Yeah.
my mom's.
So
art
he'll
class.
never trace this back to me.
No, I think we should only sell it in
judging
Ireland.
by this guy, he was maybe not an avid Mega64 watcher.
See, I'm
What?
telling you,
Yeah.
this guy will have no
I found
idea
the
how
one
this
guy.
happened.
Is that-
The one guy who hasn't heard of us.
Oh, it was quite a search, but you know.
I thought he would have been the demographic. Damn, man.
That's fucking awesome.
Wow, that's amazing.
Hey, what's the number one soda in Ireland?
Oh, I don't think we have a special one. I know Scotland does. Scotland loves Iron Brew.
Oh,
Iron Brew
Yeah.
in Scotland. Yes,
Yeah.
when we were there, it was the shit.
I remember reading a thing before. This could be bullshit, but it kind of sounded legit. Where basically, like Coca-Cola sent a team into Scotland to be like, "Why the fuck is Iron Brew so popular?"
Yeah.
And after months, they came back and they're like, "We don't know."
Iron Brew kind of tastes like a shittier Cactus Cooler to me.
Oh,
I
really?
don't remember this drink at all.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Yeah, no. It was like it's like a blue bottle, orange soda type looking thing. It wasn't very good. Iron Brew kind of sucks.
The only soda I had over there at one point, I just asked for a Coke. That was it. And then we were at a pub, And I was like, you know, just give me a Coke. And they brought me like a thimble. It was like,
Yeah,
I never felt more American. I've never felt more American than they bringing me a Coke with no refills. And it was that big.
We
And it was
got-
like, I got a Coke with that for you. And I was like,
we got
oh man.
we went to a taco shop right before the podcast.
We did.
He got a large Coke and carried it with 2 hands.
It was like the biggest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, what
You
the
just,
fuck
like, were
is
holding
this,
it and
you
you went-
monsters?
Sean, what size did you order me? And I was like, I just got you the large. I didn't know how much you wanted.
Yeah.
It's like carrying it with 2 hands.
Dude, at the like movie theater we go to, I will get a medium drink and it's so big. And even me, I'm like, I would never get large of this. Like, why
You
are
know,
we doing this?
Panda Express has that. Have you seen their
Yeah.
cup size? It's
Yes.
bat shit. It's fucking insane. Their
Yeah.
medium is like 64 ounces. It's like,
Oh my God.
we don't need this much Panda Express.
Yeah.
Orange chicken doesn't require this.
That's
Yeah.
great. Well, you get all the sugar from the orange chicken, then you get all the sugar from the Pepsi, and then you're fine.
Yeah, then you feel
live
good.
forever. Yeah, and then you go dinner.
Are you big Panda Express nut?
I have never been to a Panda Express.
Oh.
So
Why
we
didn't
don't
you
have
go
Panda
there?
Express. We don't have Taco Bell.
Wow.
What now? We just had the carne asada tacos. What did you think of those?
Those were good.
Those are
yeah,
good.
I like them. I
San
like them a lot.
Diego carne asada tacos. You can't. I mean, that's
If
pretty.
you're coming from Dublin, you got to try the carne
Yeah.
asada.
It is
taco.
interesting, like being Irish in America, because like there's a lot of Americans who just love to be like, I'm Irish.
Oh yeah,
And
it's,
like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I
you.
see.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
melting pot of it all, where it's sort of like, okay, we're all in like this big nation.
Yep.
What's the thing that defines you? And it's like, oh, I'm Italian, and it's like, oh, how much? Well, my grandpa's dad
Yeah.
he's not from Italy, and you just go, oh, okay, cool, all right, great.
It's fun sometimes because like my favorite thing in the world is when an American is like, and we have a member of the UK here with us.
Oh,
and I get to
yeah.
be like, do we?
Where?
I remember, so that exact
Point
thing
him out.
happened to me like 5 years ago at like a bar in Magfest. And I got really, like I did my whole, I'm going to humiliate you for your tiny infraction.
Good. Yes.
you know?
Hell yeah. Good. Get him.
Oh, I did. And but then anyway, I lost my passport that night
God.
because I had to
Oh,
bring it
no.
around to like the different bars
Yeah.
because it like no one really gives a shit in Ireland. You can just drink whatever. It's fine.
I've
But
heard this.
It used to be like that here.
So I had to like retrace my steps, and I went back to that bar,
Oh.
and I was like, "I'm sorry, was there a passport handed in here last night?" And the bartender kind of looks at me and he goes, "No, there wasn't, but I do remember you here because you kept shouting fuck the Queen."
Yes. Yeah, and you meant it every time.
Oh, I do. Like I was drunk. I meant it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wait, so where did you find it?
I did.
Where,
I did.
Where did it end up being?
The rest of the story isn't entertaining.
Oh,
That's good. So that's a storyteller. He went, and that's the best part. And that's
you
it.
got what you needed to know.
There's
I lost my passport once and didn't know it. Like, and it all worked out.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next week.
We went to the airport, the Narita airport or whatever in Japan.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, the flight was majorly delayed. Well, there's plenty of stuff in this airport.
Yeah.
All right. Went and got sushi, anything you could do in that airport. It was like, all right, spent the whole day there. And then, I was sitting down, just reading whatever. And then, some old guy walked up to me. I found you. What? I've been looking for you all day. I just found this on the ground. And it was my passport. And it was like, where was it? And it was not even it was like another terminal in another
my
thing. It was like,
Jesus.
what? And he's like, yeah, thank God. I mean, we were about to board. And that guy found me at the gate. So you see what I mean?
That must have been a
I
weird
was-
mix of emotions.
Yeah.
Horrible thing. And then it was like, well, but it all
It's
worked out.
already solved.
But-
the problem has been solved. But
that-
what the fuck?
Sucks that happened, but I'm glad I didn't know.
Dude, that
it
guy's he's got you're an angel.
Seriously.
He saved your life.
happened. He came to that gate because I think it was the same flight. So he looked everywhere and then we ended up on the same flight.
that's
back.
insane.
Isn't that crazy?
What I mean, honestly, like he took it upon himself. Like if it was me, I would have gone to like security. Be like,
Immediately
yeah,
gone to
same,
security.
same.
hey, I found this.
Yeah.
And
I have
then
enough
now
problems
it's
at the airport.
out of
I'm
my-
not dealing with this.
Yeah,
Like that would have been my
absolutely. Yeah, I hate being here.
Yeah.
This is someone else's problem.
But he saw that and said, "No, I'm gonna take this upon myself and find this person."
Jesus.
Yeah, I was
Christ.
just blown away. So I held it up. I was like, yeah, I got it. And then the stewardess was like, say that one more time.
Stop
I said,
it.
I got it. And she's like, your voice. so sexy. and
then he flew home.
The last part of that I feel like I've heard in a story, but it doesn't
that actually
sound like
did.
I believe
Yeah,
it.
this was a joke that happened there, but that did happen. The last time when we in 2019 or whatever.
Yeah.
When we flew back from
Osaka.
I was really frustrated with the baggage situation.
Now here's the thing: Rocco was being a fucking dick. He was very upset. We were.
Yeah, why was it though? I don't remember why. Something going wrong with the bags or something?
It was wrong with the bags, but do you remember us trying to get back to the airport? And it was the most fucked situation of like, your bus actually, the bus it has to stop at the at your hotel. So get on that and you'll go to the airport. Okay, great.
Yeah.
And we thought that was the case. It was. You go to your hotel, then you go around the city for 4 hours, then you go to the airport, which we didn't realize. And so it got to the point, and the things in Japan are so much different where it's like when the bus is full, they start putting seats in the middle of the aisle. So you're just like, it's a rows and you cannot get out. You are truly trapped. It is like claustrophobia nightmare.
Oh my God.
So we were doing that and we were stressed. Like, we're going to miss our fucking flight. Now we're all of a sudden in this like fish market. We got to go to the fucking airport. Like we were lied to.
Yeah.
And so then we got there and I think we were all a little on edge.
And we're just trying to get our bags in the thing. And I just want to clarify. Sorry that people have heard this story, but when I am like really at a low place, like whatever, it's like I stop putting energy into my voice. I just start, I don't know. The bags need to. We have like 4 bags. I don't even know what is. It's like the decibel, the register just gets lower and lower and lower and lower. And as I'm talking like that, literally the employee at Japan Air,
I forget that airline.
Literally interrupted the conversation. Went, your voice is so sexy.
She all of a sudden it just came out of nowhere.
If
Rocco.
You should have just stayed for like one more day.
That's why Derek was like, I don't know what you do now. do you exchange
I don't know what you do now.
Like he's like, do you get your info to? I don't know.
I will
this
say,
is weird.
If Rocco would have come to us later and told us this, I would have never in a million years believed him.
He's telling this story right now, and it sounds made up.
Had I not been feet from him, me and Derek both was like, what the fuck? And the way she said it, she made her voice sexy. Because she was like, excuse me, your voice, it's so sexy. And it was, but here's the thing. And I've thought about this a lot since. Was this the perfect ploy to get someone to completely change their mood? Because you were so clearly pissed off to so like, it
worked. I was like, hey, all right. Well,
and
thanks.
Like Rocco was like, he didn't skip to the terminal, but it was right there.
But he was floating on air a little bit.
Doing good. I got a weird Kit Kat at the gate. It was just like, all right, I'm ready.
We went to Vegas for Jeff's bachelor party. Me and Jack and Gavin and a few other people. And we were surprising him there. And so before, me, Jack, and Gavin had to kill some time. So we went to the pool. And it's a pool in Vegas at a hotel. And the waitress comes around. She's like, hey, do you guys want a drink? You charge to your room, whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'll get this. And Jack's like, oh, I'll get that. And Gavin went, he's British. And he went, I'm not gonna. Oh, cool. He didn't talk in slow motion. He talks normal. He said, I think I want, and she went, oh, are you a foreigner? And he went, I am. And she went, oh my God. That's cool. She was like, oh, so taken aback by him. It was not being charming. He was just being Gavin. And then she went, oh, okay. Oh, and so he ordered his drink and she went, oh, what's the name and room number? And he said his room number and then said, Gavin free. And she went, oh, free. Does that ever get you any free drinks? And he went, maybe this one. And without missing a beat, me and Jack just went, whoa, that was awesome, man. But that was so cool. Have you ever used that line before? And Gavin said, I've never said that before in my life. Any semblance of like being smooth with it, gone, because the line was so good.
But what are you going to do? Like not celebrate that?
We were at the pool like fucking high-fiving. And she went, and then the woman was like, okay.
I actually did hear about that. And I heard it got way awkward later that night, though, because I heard some kid kicked open the door and went, "You didn't earn the achievement in the Minecraft video." And then it was like, well, time to go home.
Time to go home.
Gavin had a thing where he had only won in Vegas the last 4 times that he went, so he's on a streak. So he's like, I'm playing roulette. Should I do red or black? And I went, I don't know. I was like, whatever you're doing before. He's like, I'm thinking about black. And I went, what about red? And he went, you've just totally thrown me off my game. And I went, okay. And so then we went to the table, me, Jack, and Gavin, and he put like $100 down, and he's like, red. And then Jack put some down on red also, and I went, keep it interesting, put it down on black.
Dick.
The guy, it's only the 3 of us, spins the thing. Boom. Green 000. And it was like, what? Gavin just went, a streak. And it was over. Later that night, another roulette table. He's like, I'm going to do black this time. And I went, doing red, man. Keep it interesting. Green 000.
Shut up.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up.
Gavin
Whoa.
was so upset. And he's like, fuck this. Get more money out and we're coming back. So I went to him at the
That's how
ATM.
they get you.
The ATM wouldn't let him take money out.
Wow.
So it's just him putting his pin in, and he's going, we're going to another ATM. So we went to another ATM. It doesn't work. We go to like the cashier, and he's like this. He's trying to get money out. Doesn't work. What? He cannot get money out.
Probably his maximum for the day or something.
So Jeff gave him $100, and he went and he put it down again, and he lost.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Oh, so good.
Oh, fuck.
Damn.
Man. Oh, dude. Have you ever been to Vegas?
The house always
Never.
wins.
You never
I
been?
would love to go.
It's,
It's so trashy.
It's fun.
garbage.
But like that's why you're going, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. You know, there's always there's the side of Vegas that, you know, the gambling and the this and the whatever. And that people will feel one way or another on that. But I like going just because there's like so much stupid shit in that city. You know what I mean? It's like on one block you could see this show, the next block there's a fake store with stuff in it, and on this block there's fucking Penn and Teller, and this, you know, it's such a cacophony of bullshit that I enjoy it.
But honestly, I had to be. Last time I was there, it was just so happened that Lennon had a dance competition there at the same time Emma had a volleyball competition, or so I thought. But it ended up being that Lennon danced first, and then it was like a 2-day break, and then Emma had her thing. So I was there for like, I think it was 7 or 8 days.
Oh my God, go home.
It was like that place is cool for 2.
Yeah.
It's a weekend place.
It's a big amusement park.
Yeah,
It's just a big amusement park. Like the food, you know, you can find the places where the food is like really, really good.
Yeah.
But you can also just eat the food, and it's like getting a pretzel at Disneyland. Like it's
Sure.
it's very much the same kind of like, it's like a little bit too expensive for like the thing I'm getting, but really you're paying for like being at the amusement park.
Yeah.
That's really how it feels. But there's like so much you can do that isn't gambling or isn't betting.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
You have to be into doing the dumb shit and enjoying it. You have to be into doing the medieval times thing at the Excalibur, and it sucks.
Up until about 2 years ago, I thought medieval times was something that was made up for for the cable guy. I had no fucking idea it was real.
No, it's real.
I was doing like a Patreon Discord call, and I got talking to one of my patrons, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm a server at medieval times," and I stopped the whole thing. I was like, "What? Like, are you serious?"
Oh man.
That would be like if you guys opened an experience restaurant that was like Wild Bill's Cowboy Time, where it's just like, this didn't happen to you. You have no tie to it.
Yep.
But you're really just going to make it the rootinest, tootinest time
Like
you can.
after I thought about it, I was like, I guess it's just wrestling.
Yeah. Oh,
You
it's
know?
100%.
So that's all it is. And so then it made more sense to me.
When you go, it really is, you're the Yellow Knight, and you got to like give it up. Because if you're just kind of sitting there like clapping, it's fine. But if you're like fucking giving it up
Yeah.
for the Yellow Knight, the Yellow Knight like looks at you and like points
But
at you,
like,
you're like,
that's-
we're boys now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you like. You don't go to a wrestling show and like
Yeah.
like
You gotta give it up. Yeah. There was to bring it up earlier. I do commentary for a wrestling thing back in Austin, and one of the guys is a British kid, and he came out and he cut a promo. He turned heel and he cut a promo, and he's like, "I'm sick of these people. I'm sick of you guys. I'm doing this for my God and country, and I'm doing this for my king." And it got the loudest boo. And my friend Robbie stood up and was like, "Yeah, the king, the fucking king." That was the first time I heard anybody
say that out loud.
Yeah, it was very
The king.
weird to hear about like, yeah, fuck the queen. Hey man, fuck the king.
That's hilarious.
So there's a promotion. There's an Irish wrestling promotion called OTT, and for ages I was thinking like, what would be a good character for them? And I came up with this character called the Cyclist. And so what I would do is I would come out like with a bike over my shoulder
Ooh.
and just like do a little kind of jog to the ring. Then I would get to the ring post and I would take my lock out and lock the bike.
That's such a good idea.
Then I would take another lock out and I would use like 8 different locks, and I would do it to the point where like the crowd is like frothing, and then I would just get into the ring and just be like, if I could have everyone's attention for a moment. Carbon monoxide poisoning.
That rules.
What a great idea.
That's a good bit.
The Cyclist is a great character. That's the thing about pro wrestling. I love your video stuff where you're breaking down like all the bloodline stuff and WWE and what it's been. And we were talking about it a little bit before in here. What I love so much about wrestling is finding that stuff and finding Man Scout Manning, and he's just an adult Boy Scout. And that's like his whole gimmick.
Yeah. But I feel like
it can be anything.
And that's the thing is like, I think that's why I have a problem with a lot of wrestling that I see. It's like, you could have done anything and you did nothing.
Yeah, when you're the 6th guy in a row at a show and you are the 6th guy to come out to another Slipknot or Linkin Park song.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so forgettable.
My bit that I really want to do back when I used to watch with Jonathan and Kevin back in like the early 2000s, like I want to be a guy called the Chameleon. And so that other person's music plays, like Stone Cold music plays.
Yeah.
Everyone's excited and I come out dressed like him. And I just do that and the crowd fucking hates me.
That's awesome.
So, Sean, there's like heel wrestlers who have done that.
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
have?
the boos
Oh, yeah.
they get.
Yeah, I bet.
Nuclear.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, of
it's-
course. Because you
Remember
get
the-
everyone's hopes up and it's hilarious. Then I would I'd be them in the ring, a shitty version of them. Then I'd wrestle. I'd probably lose. I'd look like an idiot. It would be awesome.
Yeah, it'd be so good.
You have to find the thing that's memorable because if you're, again, just, I'm wearing black trunks and I'm fighting.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing that. But
Also, have you ever heard of the band Disturbed?
yeah,
Check
dude,
this out.
Oh my God. I really do hope that one day I can go to an indie show and Linkin Park's Hybrid Theory plays from front to back just in order by accident.
Yeah.
So I actually bought the vinyl for Linkin Park's Reanimation today. Just because
Today?
and I bought it with Deftones' White Pony.
Yeah.
There was a girl at the counter and she flips over White Pony and she goes, "Oh, Deftones, no way!" And she's like so excited. And then she flips over Reanimation, nothing.
Oh yeah. It's about right.
But there's another indie wrestling promotion in London that I do a character for. I do a character called Leslie Bestington, and his gimmick is that he doesn't understand wrestling.
That's awesome.
And the first time I ever came out and I just said to the crowd, so I'm going to be honest, I'm not really into wrestling. I'm more a boxing man myself. And I really respect all the greats, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and they fucking melted
that's
down.
so
It was
awesome.
one of the best like moments I've had with like doing online.
That's
stuff.
great.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that people will remember. They'll remember that character. Went to a show and a guy named Rob the Builder came out with a wrench literally this big. And he came out to Macho Man with a high-vis vest on and a hard hat. And the crowd went insane. I brought a bunch of friends. They'd never been to a wrestling show.
Yeah.
All night, they were like, "Do you think Rob the Builder's going to come back out?" And I went, "No, we already saw him." And they're like, "Right, but do you think he'll come back out?"
Yeah.
I just thought he was cool. And it's like, oh, that's great.
But I get what you mean about the originality, because for me, the version of that is like, I don't need to see another wrestler come out taking selfies.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like, okay,
Yeah,
this
we got
is-
it.
done. Yeah,
Yeah.
we've done all
It's
this. Yeah.
boring.
Yeah. There's a kid that wrestles. His name is ETC, and he just tells people, you'll never go to college. And he comes out, sometimes he'll come out with like a big book, and then he'll hit people with the book, and it's so simple.
But like, sometimes I think of like the old wrestler IRS.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Just comes out, suspenders, white shirt, and a tie. I'm here to make you all pay your taxes.
That's it.
It's so good.
It's great. And you would never think that that would be something that you could do. Erwin R. Shyster, he's coming after you tax cheats. And it's a bunch of 9-year-old kids going, boo! I hate taxes. You don't even know what that is.
They just see their mom and dad struggling.
Yeah.
You know? Their mom and like, fucking tax guy. That's the guy. My dad hates this guy. You know, it's like seeing Jurassic Park as a kid that was like the lawyer. Fuck the lawyer.
Yeah.
You know, as a kid,
like,
I didn't know why.
I don't know why,
like,
but I
these
know.
guys cause trouble. Adults hate this guy.
Do you guys remember the first guy to ever win Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Yeah.
Because he worked for the IRS. And when he
Did
said
he
that,
really?
the whole audience turned on him and started booing him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Never seen-
The
I don't
first
remember
the
that
first
part.
winner was
The
an
first
IRS
winner.
guy.
I don't
He's like, so what do you
remember
do
that
for a living? I work at the IRS. It was like,
Everything.
And
We
he
were
won.
all. Everyone was on the edge of their seat to finally see the guy who won $1 million, and it was the guy who worked for the fucking IRS.
you know, you're hoping it's like, oh, I'm a teacher. I'm a, whatever.
And that's why we are with the House when they say that they will not allow the IRS to hire more of these tax agents to come at you directly. Tell them, Rocco.
Yeah, we oppose the bill and will not allow the agents to do their bidding in our
Neck of the
in our
woods.
banking in our keeping their hand out of my pocket and out of my pocketbook.
Could I have the floor for a minute?
Yeah.
In the 1999 documentary The Matrix, it raised a lot of good points about what we can and cannot accept. Sean, would you mind?
Fuck, I'm not even fucking ready.
Choice is yours.
In this hand,
There's nothing.
we have 1099 form. And in this hand, we have tax exempt status. If you
Choose wisely.
choose wisely, Neo.
See, that's what you can expect on the
Yeah.
Mega64 tour. That's the
Yes.
improv we're
Like,
looking for.
It's funny.
Sean just had to get
it's
warm.
funny, but it makes you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
Yes.
what we're all about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big thoughts.
Big thoughts.
You guys put out a video this week or something?
Well, hey, speaking of that, as you mentioned, we are hitting our tour this week. We are going out for tour Friday. We got our first show, so look forward to that. Mega64.com/tour for tickets, as we said at the top. But I also want to direct people to shop.mega64.com. You know, you're talking paying the bills for this show. That's how we do it. We do it through a few ways I'll go through, but you got to pick up the stuff at shop.mega64.com. This is your last chance for the Halloween stuff. Halloween stuff's coming down.
Yeah, but if you ordered it before, Kevin and I, mostly Kevin, spent so much time shipping that shit out. So you should have it before Halloween if you've already ordered it. Assuming the post office does their job.
That's what I'm talking about.
There it is.
But if you don't get it, not these guys' fucking problem. Don't complain.
Yeah.
That's our
I like
typical
him.
policy. There you go.
Do you guys?
If you don't get it, leave them the fuck alone.
Wait, Kevin, can I get a close up on me real quick? I feel like I look like Woody Harrelson in Natural Born Killers.
You do.
Yeah.
You do look like Woody Harrelson.
I should have been that for Halloween.
Yeah.
I fucking blew it. Stephen Morpheus.
Yeah.
Like, nothing like
you
it.
wanted to be me so bad that you were blinded. But anyway, pick up all the Halloween stuff. Also, the other night we gave a little update on the status of our Blu-rays and all the Blu-rays that have been pre-ordered. You go watch that. That's on our archive channel. And we go into like where those are currently at. But the unboxing ring is actually in the midst of being pressed. We have a little more time before that. We opened the pre-orders again for the unboxing ring Blu-ray set. So if you didn't get that in the first time, you have a minute to get that in now before we close that in a few days. So just letting everybody know. And if you want info on those, on where the Blu-rays are at, how long they're going to take, things like that, all that is in our Blu-ray update we did on our archive channel on YouTube. So you can watch that and check it out there. And then patreon.com/mega64. We have so much exclusive stuff. Over the last couple weeks, we have put up so many things from our Halloween programming that didn't make it to our channel. You know, we got extra scare mazes that we went into when we went to Shacktoberfest, a full uncut half hour from when we were in the belly of the Queen Mary at also during Shacktoberfest.
Belly of the Beast.
We were exploring that ship.
Yeah.
That's all on there uncut. There's more to come too. I think there might be. I think Garrett beating up all his pumpkins is.
Ooh.
I think there's a whole video of Garrett destroying pumpkins that didn't. It'll be on there. Plus, we watched Lost Boys for the first time. We did a whole movie club episode on
Have you
that.
seen the movie before?
Yeah, I don't think probably since I was like 19.
Have you seen Lost
I
Boys?
have, indeed.
Holy fucking rules.
Yeah, it's
I was
cool.
not
Yeah.
prepared to like the movie so much. It's great.
So yeah, all of that exclusive stuff. Patreon.com/mega64. So
And I just did
Any
an
of them.
episode Record Club on Tupac. So, fun fact.
Halloween themed.
Do you know that we have the
ghost.
same birthday?
Oh,
We do.
June 16th.
Yeah. Not the same year though. He was older
No,
than me.
definitely not
He
the
was
same year.
he was a couple years older than
Yeah.
me, but we did that.
See how quick
So.
I zinged out the birthday? Garrett couldn't have done that.
Fuck,
Nuh-uh.
he really
He
could
would
not
have been
have.
like, "Fuck!" That's why I write it down.
That was
May
pretty good.
1st.
Yeah, that's
No.
great. He's not here. Get him. That's cool.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm
It's-
sick of his shit.
It's so cool how similar Rooster Teeth is to Mega 64 in that one regard.
Is how if someone's not there, they're gonna be roasted.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
What
not
else are you
here.
supposed to do?
Fucking
Gloves off, everyone.
We're about to fucking get them.
What do they say about you right now? You're here.
No. I'm the good one.
This can't happen to me.
It certainly it happens to everyone else and not to me.
Yeah, well, that's when I leave. I think like I have no ammunition against me. Like I'm practically perfect. So what could they even say?
What was I thinking of? I think me and Brian were talking about does it have to be good? I think it's still so funny.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. So you can go to store.roosterteeth.com.
No, that's
Stuff
the
out.
wrong
What?
No.
Patreon.com/super.
Wow.
It's the plug section.
Okay, you're right. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, you can go to roosterteeth.com, sign up for a first membership, fuckfacepod.com/first, facejampod.com/first. That's how you support our shows directly. That's all. I mean, you check out.
We've got Mega 64 last. That's our Patreon.
worst is what they say.
Hey,
Whoa.
Second the best.
you can't say that.
That's what I've heard.
That's we're gonna do
heard
Mega
that.
64 second the best.
Please, honestly,
That's such
can we please do
That's
that?
what you should call your Patreon.
We should call it
64
second the best, and we'll never say why besides this podcast.
Yeah,
And if you piece it together, then good for you.
that's a good idea.
Oh man.
Can we go back to medieval times real quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm bummed because I don't think the one in Excalibur in Las Vegas, I don't think that's actually
It's
part of the company that like
it's
medieval
not.
times is.
It is a shitty version
Yeah.
with the funniest little dragon thing that like an
Yeah.
archery contest happens with.
Yeah.
Where you just go, this sucks shit.
Yes.
But you have to be into it.
But I still fantasize about they serve you food, but they serve it like medieval
yeah.
style. They don't give you utensils. Like they throw the bread at you. Here's a chicken. Just fucking eat it with your hands, whatever.
The way
But-
you guys used to do it or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
still do. Still do.
But I still fantasize about the soup.
The soup.
They serve
my God.
dragon's blood soup.
Yep.
And it's their own special recipe. And it was like, oh, I'm not really a big tomato soup guy. I'll just have, oh. It was like Matrix Reloaded. Remember when the woman ate the orgasm cake?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
like-
Rocco was coming and eating soup.
Yeah. It was that. It was like,
Oh my God, come soup.
it was like the best soup I've ever had in my entire
You know what's
life.
funny is I went to that place when I was a kid. I
Yeah.
was like in 6th grade.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I went there, and all I remember is the fucking soup and how good it
It was unreal.
When you went years later and said that, I was like, oh, okay, same soup. I remember this.
Yeah. So, but what bums me out is we have a medieval time in Buena Park, which is not that far from us.
Probably not to Berry
I
Farm.
wanted so bad to do that for my birthday this year. I wanted to do a big birthday bash thing. They have been on strike for a year.
They're trying to unionize and try to get recognized as a union, and it has been so they are fighting tooth and nail with this fucking company.
Everyone's been talking about SAG, but this is a bigger deal because it's medieval.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah. This is a bigger thing. And I want to go so bad, but every time I check, it's like, no, they're still like fighting. They're still picketing. And I'm like, come on. Do this after my birthday. They get fair wages once I have a birthday.
So
and then you're good.
haven't been medieval times going for like a year?
It's still going. They've been like flying in scabs for this. Like they're putting them up in hotels, and all these people are like, "You're doing all this, but just not."
But you won't pay these.
Can't
people.
just pay the thing we're looking for.
Yep.
Like,
damn.
It's been a whole controversy.
We had a big conversation about medieval times, and do you think the horses think it's medieval times?
Oh my God. They probably do, because no one, how would they know?
I think they know two things, and that's electricity and and then food.
Sometimes I get that when I'm watching a movie and there's like a dog on set, but he's not like doing anything. And it's like, he's not like acting.
He doesn't know. No, he's being a dog. No, but I think we've talked about this before, where it's like Planet of the Apes has apes riding horses catching people, and do you think the horses were going, now wait a second?
Maybe they're like, finally.
Yes, rise up.
No, why are you stopping? We've got them.
Don't smoke cigarettes together. Get back here.
I just always think back to a moment that literally did change my life was when we were at the fair and they had the elephant you could ride.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you could ride an elephant. Oh, that's cool. And your ex was there and said something like, I wonder how are they just cool with this? Like they riding the thing. And one of the like carny dudes running it was like, oh, a lot of electricity. They don't forget or whatever. And it was like, that was a turn point moment.
Jesus
that guy with no
Christ.
teeth walked away. And it was like, okay, I think I'm done with animals.
I don't think there's anything like
shows
darker
or
he
stuff
could have
with
said.
animals.
No.
Like
Seriously.
he could have been like, oh, we mentally traumatized him.
It was seriously.
And it would have been as bad.
We drove home and I was like, don't want to see the Shamu show anymore.
Yep.
Don't want. I was different. That guy said that, and a different person walked away.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's why I was thinking about that.
Man.
But anyway, the medieval times thing is messed up. But I'm trying to investigate. I don't think the pirate show, which is across the street in the exact same area of Buena Park, I think they
They have a pirate show? What's that called?
Yeah.
pirates.
What the fuck are you saying?
I think
to me?
it's a pirates dinner thing.
Yeah.
I've heard of medieval times 10 billion times.
You're
I've
acting
never
like
heard
they
of
like
pirates.
did something wrong.
Well, they're
Fucking pirates.
We got to go down there right
obviously
now.
their advertising sucks because I've never heard of this.
Yeah.
Pirates.
Yeah,
But I don't.
obviously.
But I think they pay. But I think they pay their people. I think they are
pay
not
their pirates.
I think they're not part of the same deal.
Pirates is a terrible
But is
name.
that worth going to? People immediately. People in the chat were like, "That one sucks." I
It
need
probably
to know.
does. I mean, if you want to see a pirates thing, shouldn't you just go to Universal Studios and watch the Waterworld show? Doesn't that?
Yeah,
feel
but
like-
that's not a whole like dinner experience.
You can,
I
eat
can
a,
eat-
you can eat a fucking Simpsons hamburger and watch a guy on a jet ski.
I had goldfish crackers when I was watching that.
Never
shit.
mind, I'm with you. We should go to Pirates.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't want to do
what
the
I'm
Sean
fucking
thing
saying,
anymore.
dude.
Come on, I had a bag of Cheerios in my pocket.
I ate goldfish. I know you had them in a little fucking Ziploc bag. In
Oh, how else am I gonna do it? Just have a random crackers in my pocket, you monster?
You just know exactly what it is.
Full of lint and sand and crackers? No.
What about the zoo? Are you pro zoo?
Zoo, I'm pro.
It's hard because San Diego, we have a very different zoo than any other.
Yeah, I've
place.
seen your
like,
zoo.
We have a.
I worked there for a while. It's
I've
not my
seen your
zoo.
zoo. I've seen your zoo.
That
freak.
zoo is, you're responsible for everything that happens to that zoo.
The San Diego Zoo is like a huge preservation, like, it's a whole operation. It's not just, I don't know. I see other city zoos and it's like, here's a guy in a cage. I say guy like it's not a gorilla. You know what I mean? But I have no context. It's the one here.
Kind of like
It's
your
so-
elephant circus story, Rocco. I had a moment in a zoo that really I walked away a different person from.
Oh,
This is
really?
a zoo in this is gross. This is a zoo in Germany. We were over there for like a trip in college, and there was just this bear there, just this giant bear, just like staring off into space. And we all kind of gathered around, we were looking at him, and like some people were drawing him. It was like an animation college. And next thing he looks at us, he starts jacking himself off the bear.
Dang.
And the big finish is he like goes down on himself. And everyone was just like, I can't believe we're seeing this.
Whoa!
And then
Marilyn Manson.
we looked it up online, and there were all these videos of this bear doing this.
Doing that.
And that kind of made me feel like maybe zoos aren't a good idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. And now Johnny is going to put together a supercut of all these bears sucking themselves off and cut it in right here.
Oh man!
I didn't know bears could do that.
I was shocked. I was impressed by his like flexibility, and also his just, hey, fuck you.
Yeah.
You do this to me.
Yeah,
this is what you think about.
Get a load of this. I'm getting a load of me.
Oh my god!
Ew! I gotta come back as a bear.
Jared in the chat is talking about he saw a buffalo like do a crazy piss while he was at some event, and I forgot to bring it up. The last time I was at Disneyland, you know, there you have horses walking around Main Street. Every now and then there's going to be an accident. I've definitely seen that before where it's like, well, oh, that horse just shit. Okay. And then, you know, they quickly clean it up. I have never seen, they stopped at the scheduled stop. All right, we're letting people on. This horse, to say it pissed, is a galactic understatement. It was like not a fire hose, a novelty sized comedic fire hose of piss going for 8 minutes nonstop.
They drink a lot of water.
I mean, it was in front of the castle, right in front of the castle, everywhere. It was just like, oh my God, everyone in the area needs to get away from this piss. Like we all can't just stand here. We all have to move. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
They say pissing like a racehorse. They mean
Yeah.
it.
And all the employees were just like, wow, we need to go. It was. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything
One
like
time
that.
we went to the zoo with the kids, and there's the hippo thing.
Yeah.
And the hippo, there's like 1,000 kids right here, like, and like, but it's one of those things where it's like the water goes up the glass, so you can like halfway in the hippo, whatever. So it's floating underneath, puts its ass against the glass with all the kids, and then just shits in all of their faces. And it's just like an explosion of like, I guess when a hippo shits, it's like all the grass and stuff. It's like hay or whatever, and it's like boom, and it's like every kid's like, ah!
It's like they know what we did to them.
Absolutely.
Pull the rab in Times Square. Were you going to say something earlier, Kevin? Did I cut you off?
I wondered if Pirates had any good orgasm food. Or
Oh, yeah, I hear. Yeah, they got the. Well, they don't get too much vitamin C, so they just give you an orange, and everyone there's like, arr.
It's what that
They have an orgasm.
I think it's what that porn is based on. They just made like a ride or a feature out of it.
show about it?
Yeah.
You boo me like I didn't just give you Marilyn Manson a minute ago. I earned a little bit of credit on this set. Thank you.
Oh, man.
This is what you get on our tour, mega64.com/tour.
What?
This is a kind of improv.
What are you guys looking forward to on the tour? Because this is like the last leg of this thing.
Yeah.
But I imagine there's some stuff where you're like, can't wait to eat this thing or go to the city.
In and out.
Okay.
I am excited. There is a place in San Francisco, House of Nanking, that we ate at last time.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good.
Yeah.
That
was the best meal I had on tour.
I honestly need to try it again to see if that was a fluke or if that's just what they got there, because it was so good.
This was the restaurant, Eric, that sorry, I know you're usually family friendly, so I apologize for this next guy.
It's okay. That's okay.
But this is the restaurant, Eric, that we said on here. The best dish they had somehow was this. It was chicken with apple and mayonnaise on top, and it was like the best fucking thing I'd ever eaten.
It was,
and I said it looked like cummed on chicken. And Garrett hears this on the podcast, and then forever kept calling it. Oh, we ate cummed on chicken, and it was so good. Hey Garrett, where are you getting that name from? Well, you called it that. No, that's not. He really did for like a long time. It's not cum dong. And I even corrected him, and he kept going on. Oh yeah, I've been excited to order that cum dong chicken. No,
I
that's
can't wait.
not it.
Please have him just do that when you guys
Oh,
go
order
there.
it.
Yeah.
Garrett, you
Garrett,
order.
Garrett, you order this? Yeah, I'll take the
Order
cum
from the
dong.
table, please.
We'll get the cum dong. I'm sorry.
The
What?
cum dum chicken.
Cum dong
Dong
chicken.
chicken.
And I think it was just called apple chicken.
Yeah.
I think that's all it was. Can I get the apple chicken? That's it.
man.
And he's just like, I've been missing the cum dong. Like, what are you saying?
What are you, a bear?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna. I think we may be hitting up some like other like on the days off. We went to like Cedar Point last time.
Yeah.
I think we may be going to Crater Lake, which I am really excited to go to like another
Yeah, I think we're
national
passing
park.
on
That's awesome.
I
I,
think
don't know
I
what that
don't-
is.
It's a national park. It's the world's deepest freshwater reservoir.
gives a fuck about
Yeah.
what you just said.
Eric,
Okay. That is
Eric, there, we are like,
who
It's a
gives-
big- it's a big
who-
hole in the
guarantee.
ground.
It's the world's largest natural deep water. What?
Water
yeah,
reservoir.
Eric, don't worry about it. You're not going to hear about that
Don't worry,
again.
it's
What?
not theme park.
It's not. That is.
We're going to be up near, let me get to brass tacks. We're going to be up near Apple campus.
Yeah.
So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be,
Cool.
we're going to be,
We've done
Tim.
We've done things and we've made everyone else happy. We did Kevin's little excursion in Pennsylvania. We've done things for
Kinda
everybody
putting you
else.
down over there, Kevin.
We went to
Yeah?
little
Like what?
excursions.
Okay.
I want to see national park, so we're gonna go.
Oh,
we're
because you've never been to one.
We went to Cedar Point for Johnny. I want to see Crater Lake, so that's what I get to do. This is my
Yeah, Cedar
thing.
Point was just for Johnny. Yeah, make him happy.
Everyone else is going, oh, twist my arm.
Theme
I just
park,
feel like
all
we
right.
did the city shit. We had an extra day in New York. It was cool. We saw
The
that
way you said it makes it
festival.
sound like you didn't enjoy it.
I really did, but I'm also ready to see some trees, and I'm gonna make
And
these
the
people see some nature.
World's largest freshwater reservoir.
It's gonna be fucking bonkers.
Sean.
It's a volcano. It's a volcano that has been dormant and now it's just full of water. We've never been to the bottom of it
Can-
because it's so deep.
can-
That rules.
Can I just say though, on the other hand, Tuesday they're having an Apple event and they're probably going to announce M3 chip MacBooks,
Whoa.
and they'll probably have them if we go there to the campus.
Can you throw one in the world's largest deep water
You
reservoir?
guys,
no.
what I know we're gonna get there and you're gonna be like, this was cool. I'm glad we did this, Sean. Thank you.
If
And
I look
you're
up
gonna
from my-
shake my hand.
If I look up from my Steam Deck, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what I think. But
So it's
no.
a volcano full of water? It's like opposite volcano?
Yeah. Yes.
Where'd the water come from? The rain?
That's the mystery of it, Kevin.
He's not, He doesn't know if that's the case, Kevin.
Science
That's
hasn't
just an
figured it
answer
out.
he's giving
Sean
you.
has gotten Kevin. He's
Yeah,
reeled
yeah,
him into the mystery.
Yeah, Kevin's gonna be there with me. We're gonna have a great time. I can't fucking wait. So when I go to Ireland, let me know where nature shit. I don't want no city stuff. I just
Okay.
want to tell me the cool things like tree to see. I want to see the cool tree.
You guys have like moors or something? Is that like something you have? Hills?
I think Moors is like
Moats?
Scotland.
Moats?
In
Fucking-
Ireland, we have like just a lot of like hills and fields and like
Ramble?
tons of like generational trauma.
It's
Oh,
cool.
okay.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
I
in
was to
it
say,
at
Sean
first.
Sean likes all that stuff.
But no, that's the last part, Eric.
Yeah, so you'll do like historical tours of Ireland, and it's like it'll give you like one novelty fact. It'll be like, oh, there was a farmer here, and he had a cow, and it was a fun cow. A lot of people starved to death here.
It was the English. The English did this. This is what
It
the English
was.
problem is. The problem with the is the English did it. And then you go, oh, okay. And then you leave and you go, long live the king, huh?
I don't fucking think so. I don't think so. Anyway, so that's what I'm gonna do on tour. Rocco, what do you want to go see?
Oh, man, other than, play to come dong, it's hard to say. I always like San Francisco, so I'm always into that. My goal was, we're hitting Denver. My goal was to go to the newly reopened Casa Bonita.
Oh, yeah. Good
Yeah.
And the way to get into that is so convoluted, and their hours are so convoluted that I don't even know if someone was like, hey, I've invited you, come into I don't even know if we could. The hours are so screwed up. And what days they're open and what days they're closed. I really think I spent all my luck on the Star Wars Hotel.
Yeah.
Like that, I put all the energy out to get that to happen. And then I think it's all been spent.
You
So
could have used it for my first pitch, but you used it for the stupid Star Wars hotel.
yeah, sorry.
Use your own luck.
I've tried, and it turns out I don't have any. It's not going well.
I mean, I think we all could have told you that.
Yeah.
But,
Denver got like a foot of snow.
They did?
Yeah, it
Oh, we
snowed-
should dress warm.
My brother lives in Colorado, and it's just starting to pile up
Dang.
already.
You know what I actually am excited for? Kevin, there's a bag over there of like DVDs. Can you get that one that I found? You know what I'm talking about?
Wow.
I found a DVD at a thrift store, and it was one of those, Minnesota Memories?
Yeah.
I thought it was over there, Kevin. Sorry if it's not. Okay. I don't know what this is. I'm not going to pop it in until we get to the tour van, but it is Digital Productions. It is Student Work Summer of 2003, Volume 1.
No.
And it's just
Oh,
a
my
DVD
gosh.
of kids 2003, 2004, Term 5 spring projects.
Dude,
Cannot
Wow.
wait.
this is like what we would have made
Yes.
at Rosemont.
At the same time.
Yep.
At the same time. Maybe we're in
100%.
this. That'd be the icing
You
on cake.
guys
if
got
we
to
were in
know this
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wow, that's going to be really good.
I'm not going to watch it until we get in the tour van. I'm very excited about
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, we haven't talked about this or anything, but I wonder if we may be due for shitty DVDs part 2
Oh, that's
Maybe.
fun.
of our tour. You
Yeah.
know?
it. Yeah.
We may have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I think we all left watching that Minnesota Memories. Like, this was life-changing. Like, it was one of the best things I ever watched, and it shouldn't have been. But I
Yeah,
fucking
but somehow
loved
it was.
There was villains. There was heroes.
Yeah.
Damn.
Heroes on both sides. Evil is everywhere. Yeah, it was amazing.
Fucking Christine Owens? What the fuck?
Yeah. Love has enemies.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
do
yeah.
we have to end this thing
I think
now?
we should. I think it's time to end it. But is there any final thoughts?
What are you guys excited about on the tour?
You're not coming to me.
Oh, we're
we
not?
had a whole conversation about it.
Do you
wanna
Where I'm
come?
like, you guys aren't coming to
Are you
Texas,
asking
and you
us
went. No.
what are we
No, we did
excited
that.
for you to do?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
I mean, Sean seems pretty excited about that giant fucking lake or whatever.
Yeah. Now we're talking. You get it.
Oh man.
Eric, are you excited about the lake?
I think I'm excited for Garrett to eat his cum apples or whatever.
I think Eric is excited to hear everyone else bitch about the lake that I made people.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to text you guys at some point and hear about whatever is happening right at that time
Yeah.
and what everyone is upset about. This is going to
Yeah.
be a lot of fun. Not coming to Austin, Texas. Great.
No,
No.
we're not. That drive from Arizona
Yeah.
to Texas.
I've done it twice.
Yeah, never again. I'm not doing that
How
again.
long is that?
It
19 hours from San Diego to Austin.
and
See, like in Ireland, you can be anywhere in 4 hours. And
That's-
like
Yeah.
there is no part of my brain that can comprehend that kind of road
Yeah.
travel.
I mean,
Yeah.
based on your travel to America, that's you're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and let me say that like if you like driving, like one time last summer we drove 18 hours. We never left California. We were in California the entire
That's
time.
insane.
It's fucking huge.
So
It's-
when I came here, me and my friend, we flew into LAX because we were like, well, we'll go to LAX and we'll get a taxi to San Diego.
oh my no.
Then a couple of days prior, we were like looking at it and we're like, oh no. So then we had to get the train. So we did a 12-hour flight and then we had a 4-hour train. We missed the first train. So
Oh,
we had an
no.
additional 2 hours in Union Station. And not a fan of that place
No,
after 10
no,
p.m.
no.
Not great.
No.
But yeah, then we made it here.
Dang.
Yeah.
Man, that's rough.
Yeah. So, anyways, doing that drive, once you leave San Diego, you get to a place called Alpine, which is not far from here, and there is nothing until ever.
Yeah.
It's just nothing.
Yeah.
And so it was miserable. It was miserable. So I'm
There you
not going to Austin.
Wait, real quick, Johnny. What are you excited about for the tour?
Yeah, and cut to
We
yourself.
gotta
Use
hear
your
you.
camera. Go ahead.
I don't have a camera.
Yeah,
You
we
can go ahead and
we
use your
took it-
camera.
we took it away.
And now.
I don't have a camera up here.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Kevin, can you try to get Johnny?
Yeah, try it, Kevin. Will this work? Hold on. No, we can make this work. Hold on. Do you see me?
Yeah. There you go. Right there.
Wait,
Turn the light on your face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
There you go. All right.
Perfect.
You
Got
wanna
it.
Let us know.
Shit.
Oh, hey, fuck. Oh, Johnny, careful.
I'm trying to do a Pixar bit right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Hold on. It's
Sitting
gonna be
on the ball.
spooky. Wait, Kevin, go down a little bit.
Go down,
more.
Kevin.
There you go. Okay,
There we
now
go.
go ahead and tell us.
Oh, Wilson.
I'm excited for Canada.
Canada. Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah, Canada.
Canada. We're going to Vancouver.
This is a
Because
cool
guess
shot.
what? Johnny got his passport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Minister.
Yeah.
I'm off here.
Yeah. That'll be fun. I keep forgetting Vancouver's
Yeah.
part of it, but that's sold out. Sorry if you didn't get a ticket, but
Yeah.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that too, for sure. That's probably mine.
Yeah. So this is our last podcast before tour, right?
I think so.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Maybe we'll do one on the road. Maybe we won't. But
Cool.
but you got it.
Yeah, by
Get
the way,
the people excited.
This is the same pitch, Eric, that we got when we did our Blu-ray stream on Friday. It ended with Sean saying, maybe we'll have a special guest, maybe we won't. And Derek lost it for about 10 minutes. Hey, guys, maybe we won't. Maybe we won't.
I'm not changing it. I like it.
Sean's style is this could happen, but it might not.
I'm not going to promise you, but I'm going to kind of.
I like it. It keeps
Get
you
your
on your
hopes up
toes.
for something that could potentially happen.
Keeps you on your toes the whole time.
You never know.
God.
Okay, what you know what? This whole time I should have asked at the beginning. What do we refer? Do you want us to say your first name or
Yeah,
go
Sniper
or you
Wolf?
go by your?
Oh,
YouTube
John, this would be too silly if you kept
Okay.
calling me Eyepatch Wolf.
Because I was about to refer, and I'm like, wait, I don't know how
Can we say John, aka Eyepatch Wolf?
You
Is
can
that
say
cool?
John Aka.
People can say
Eyepatch
whatever they want.
Okay,
fair enough.
So what should we be looking for? Is there anything else you wanted to announce? Also, what are we looking for?
What are you?
Okay, you know what I want to say?
What the fuck was that shit?
Stop
What do
trying
you
to
got?
do
Like,
me.
this is
Fuck
your chance
off.
to plug something.
Okay, you know what? I will forego plugging anything, and I will just say that I've been watching Mega64 for 10 plus years. I love the hell out of it. It's a real honor to be here. It means a lot to me. I know it means a lot to the people in the chat, and so I just want to say thank you.
Wow.
Okay.
So
kind of a-
So it's supposed to be a funny.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, he was kind of teeing you up to be like
okay,
waka waka.
yeah, okay.
But that
Oh,
was
I like it.
The bear sucked its own dick.
All right, we're back. We're so back. We're so back, dude.
Hey everyone. We'll
No.
see you on the road.
Or maybe not.
No. We'll see you on the road. But maybe not. Fade us out. Fade us out.
What is that? What is that? Don't fade to that. What the fuck?